3 exercises that you should definitely consider when thinking about your sandbag training. The focus of today is stability. We are doing 3 different asymmetrically loaded exercises. The first 2 are focused on core stability, shoulder stability, and hip stability. The third exercise is going to be focusing on asymmetrically loading you, focusing on core stability and hip stability. They all 3 of them work very well together. So let's start off with the first one, which is the windmill to sumo squat. Before starting off any of your loaded exercises, you should start off trying it out with body weight first to see, first of all, if you have access to that range of motion, and also can you move in and out of that exercise with stability. Let's check out the windmill first. So starting off here, feet just outside of hip width. Turn the feet to the side. I'm going to hinge back with the hips here, keeping weight evenly distributed on both feet. One arm comes up, pushing back here. The arm of the lead leg, fingers can touch the ground, that's the goal. But as I'm in this position, the hips are pushed back, the weight is even through both feet. Nice tight fist here, and then thrusting the hips up. Coming up, assess that. Make sure that you're not wobbling side to side, because once you have that sandbag attached to you, it will send you in a circle if you're not totally stable. So try a few reps here just to assess how you feel. Hips back here, weight through the feet, hips forward, and punch up. Hips back here, keep the shoulder packed down, and punch up. So that will be the windmill with the sandbag. Let's see how it looks. We will be using handle set number 1. We'll talk you through it first before we get into the reps. Stand the sandbag upright here. Hands in handle set number 1. Assist yourself to the single arm front rack position. Nice strong squat. The sandbag is on the outside of your forearm. Nice press here, strong, breaks the core. As you can see, the sandbag is on the outside of your arm, like this. You're back into the hinge position. Now, let's get into the reps. That is the windmill, but that is the first part of it. We're going to bring it down into a combination movement, pull it down here into a front rack, and hit up a sumo squat. So let's get back into the position here. I'm going to switch arms. Assist it on the way up. Nice strong press. Changing sides. rest there. Windmill, pull down into sumo, squat, strong press. Lots of demands for shoulder stability. Shoulder has to get packed in. The sandbag wants to twist your arm. Lots of demands for rotator cuff. The hinge at the bottom, pause, core stability. An overall excellent exercise to try. An intermediate to advanced exercise for sure, but definitely worth trying with body weight and then working your way up to the sandbag. Next up, the Turkish get up. With the sandbag, you can choose handle set 1, 2, or 3. The weight distribution of the sandbag will be different for every handle set that you choose or that you might choose. Let me just walk you through it and show you. So for the windmill, we did handle set number 1. The bag hangs on the outside of your arm like this. I'll show you again just for a comparison. This is handle set number 1. Weight distribution, right up and down. This is always the most manageable position. Handle set number 2 will have the weight on either side of your forearm. Lots of demands for rotation here, keeping it nice and tight and a very strong grip. Let's pick it up and see. Handle set number 2. As we mentioned, the weight distribution. Handle set number 3, the most challenging. The sandbag will hang at a 45-degree angle, and when you lift it up, you have to lift it off into the side so it's slanted. Otherwise, it's not going to work out for you. Right there. So off into the side. Very challenging position. Lots of demands for wrist stability as well. We'd say if you would try this exercise, start with handle set number 1, be the most manageable. So the Turkish get up first. You'll be familiar with this one. Start off in this position. The Turkish get up is a roll off to the side. Consider that. So brace the core, plant the foot here, pack that shoulder. Imagine there's a weight here, so strong fist, lots of clenching. Roll off to the side here, so I'm going to push and roll. That is the motion here onto a well supported shoulder. It's packed down. From here, high sit, sweep, thrust, close the door, active back foot for a forward stepping lunge, strong unloaded arm, up, pause, rear stepping lunge, pause, open the hip, hinge, hands go in line or fingers go in line with the knee. From here, looking up at the sandbag, nice low sweep through, find the forearm, strong fist, push the forearm into the ground as you slowly roll back. Turkish get up. If this is the first time you've done the get up, we would not recommend trying it with a sandbag. Check out some of our other tutorials for how to do the Turkish get up first before you try a sandbag. This would definitely be an intermediate to advanced exercise. So first up, loading your shoulder, roll over to the side, nice and safe. We're going to get into the reps now. See, the sandbag already wants to rip me apart. It definitely has no care for me, so stabilize it. It will want to twist and turn you. Next up, brace the core, roll off to the side. Hip forward. Turkish get up with the sandbag. A very satisfying exercise, built of many small movements. Master each movement. Stick to transitions, don't rush it. When you roll into one position, feel it. Full stop, bracing. Plan the next movement. Again, do not rush through it, take your time. Exercise number 3. Very different than the ones that we've done so far. Windmill. Shoulder. Lots of anti-rotation here. Lots of core and hip stability. Turkish get up. The same. Core, shoulder, and hip stability. Single arm bear hug pickup. A very good exercise for a couple of reasons. First of all, we often pick up something with one arm through our life for many different reasons. Being able to get down in a low squat position and having strength at that range of motion is very important. To be able to move out of the position safely, know how it feels to have stiffness in the core as you come to the standing position is essential. Have the sandbag standing upright. I'm going to have it on my right arm here, nice and close, 45-degree angle. Next up, I hug. If your sandbag needs to be adjusted, take some weight out. You should feel that the sandbag is not slipping. Once I have it secure, my feet are taking even weight. Let me turn to the side and show you the side profile. This is very important because we're looking at the alignment of my spine. Although I start off flexed, I pull up, feel my lower back muscles help to keep me straight. So once again, 45 here. As you can see, I'm leaning over, but I'm not loading anything yet. I'm getting a good position. This is okay. You see this? Heel is raised. We're gonna fix that. Here we go. Nice strong arm here. And let's get into the reps. So you saw, you start off slow, tilt it, reset. I did 5 per side, and by the end of it, I feel like you can pick the pace up if you have the stability. So these 3 exercises, excellent for your sandbag training, mostly because they expose a lot of potential vulnerabilities in your strength. Shoulder and hip stability, core stability, getting off the ground, and also the bottom end of your squat. Do you have the strength to come out of that position when you're asymmetrically loaded, keeping a neutral spine? These exercises, try them first with body weight. Make sure you feel stable, make sure you have that range of motion and the strength and stability to move through that range of motion. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. We're dropping more sandbag training videos.